Hi everyone, hope you're all well, hope you're all having an awesome Easter weekend. Day 17 of my gratitude videos, day 17 of lockdown in South Africa, and if you haven't heard already, our lockdown has been extended till the end of April, so yeah, we're in for the long haul here. And I've decided to do a little video on one of my favorite dishes. I know I say that all the time, but really this is one of my favorite dishes, and probably the first proper meal I learned how to make as a teenager. So I grew up in a small town in Malmesbury, and my parents had a supermarket and they worked most of the time, so they relied on me, being the older sibling, to make the food around the house for dinner. And my mom showed me this once or twice, and I kind of tweaked it and made it my own. And over the years, you know, you kind of add a few extra things and change a few things. So I'm going to do a roast chicken. Very simple, easy to make. A friend of mine that lived with me for a short while, this was one of her favorite meals. So sometimes we come home from work and she's like, please make your chicken. So that was this recipe here. Very simple. So what you need is a couple of ingredients, and I'll take a photograph of it so you can actually have a look at it. And obviously tweak it to make it your own, like I said. So you need some olive oil, you need some butter, you need some herbs and spices, you need some potatoes, some tomatoes, some onions, sweet potato, and any other chunky vegetables that you want to add to your baking tray, to your oven tray. Yeah, make sure that you've got a little bit of wine. I'd say a little bit of white wine as well, just to add to the bottom of the dish as well. And I will show you step by step how the whole thing's done. Hope you enjoy it. Okay, so we've got our vegetables in our tray here. So this is a proper roasting tray, and it's got a lid which I'm going to put in on it as well. And I've got my chicken placed on top of all the vegetables, and now I'm going to spice up the chicken and the vegetables. And that's quite a simple process. So what I'm going to do is, I've got some peri peri sauce. It's a very mild one. It's actually a Nando sauce. And I normally pour quite a generous bit of this onto the chicken itself. Yeah, probably like, I'd say about half a bottle of the sauce onto the chicken. And then we're going to add a little bit of olive oil to the vegetables as well. So make sure you've covered those vegetables in a generous amount of olive oil. Yeah, get that all going there. Okay, so that's quite a bit there. And then we're going to add the rest of our spices. So I've just got a mix of garlic and herbs, which I'm going to put onto the chicken and the vegetables. Yeah, be quite generous with this as well. And this is also going to create a really nice sauce at the bottom, which we serve this with rice. So then it kind of falls into the rice, and the rice absorbs all of it, so it's really yummy. Make sure you've got your seasoning, so that's your salt and your pepper. And I've got a little bit of mixed chicken spice as well. You can get them in a variety of different makes. Whatever you guys use is fine. And then I like to add a little touch of chicken masala as well. Just kind of adds a little bit to the flavor as well, and lifts it a little bit. So yes, I do that as well. A little bit of chicken masala, so maybe just a pinch, and make sure you get it over the chicken and over the vegetables. So that's there, done. At this stage, I don't add any white wine. At this stage, I just put a little layer of water at the bottom. Then I'm going to put this tray in the oven at about 180 degrees. I normally let it go for about an hour and a half, 2 hours, depending on the size of the chicken. So yeah, kind of just watch it. Once you get to about an hour, make sure you've got sufficient liquid. So once you reach the 1 hour point, I normally add a little bit of wine as well, just to kind of mix in with the chicken flavors and stuff, and it creates a really nice sauce. So that's the next step, is pouring in the water, and then I'm popping it in the oven, and I'll let you guys have a look at it a little bit later. So as you can see, I've taken the chicken out of the oven 1 hour into cooking, taken the lid off, and it's all nice and hot and steamy. You can see the chicken's cooking really nicely at this stage. I've added a half a glass of white wine to the bottom of the tray, and I'm going to pop the chicken back into the oven for between 30 to 45 minutes for the rest of the cooking period. I've already started up on making a batch of white rice, and I'm mixing that with some vegetables into the rice as well. You can do whatever you like. So if you want to accompany your roast chicken with some pasta or even some polenta, whatever suits you guys is great. So we're doing just plain white rice.